So today I'm going to be talking about my first day of school in an Indian school, my first experiences. Mainly we're going to be talking about it because I feel like it's very embarrassing for me and traumatic, but it's a learning curve for all of you guys. Like you're going to learn a lot from what I have endured. So the first day of school, unlike other kids, I was very enthusiastic to go because I was finally happy that I escaped COVID and the troubled past I had in COVID. So it was like a new beginning and fresh start for me. So I was ready to conquer the world with school. So the first day of school, I wake up early. I'm ready to just put on my uniform, go to school, impress all the girls, impress all the teachers, impress the principal, and come back home and impress my parents. I'm about to put on my uniform, and for some reason, I think that my uniform was delayed. So I got my uniform, I think a day before the school actually opened up. So the next day I wake up early and I'm about to try the uniform, and that's when I lose every ounce of self-esteem that I had, because the pants were short and they were not like short above the knees, they were below the knees. Okay, now this is what my uniform looked like in Kuwait. Okay, it's like full pants, and I had that from a young age, barely showed my legs anywhere. Kuwait uniforms were love. You have nice sweaters, nice tie, you felt classy. I wore this uniform, and I felt like I was going to fight someone. So anyways, immediately my confidence was down, and the photo I just showed you was actually the first day I went for school. I remember it rained heavy, and then just when the bus was supposed to come, the rain went. Seeing this, my mother got motivated that, it's my son's first day of school. I will take him to school. Lesson number 1, don't let your parents drop you to school. So I reached school, my mom dropped me on the Activa that we had at the time, a powerful little machine. Once you reach to the school, it's like a big ass campus, big school, university, college kind of thing. So first is the basketball court and then something else. So you walk up this entire stairway and then you enter the main entrance of the school. Now as you enter to the right is the principal's office, to the left is a board full of all their records for the year, and then as you go more straight to the right was, I think, the management office, then was the PE sir's office, the staircase, to the left of the staircase was the garden, and then the very first left, not even entered the school, is my classroom. So I didn't get to roam the school on the first day very much. Now remember how I said don't take your parents with you? My mother walks me all the way to my class to check my surroundings and whatnot, which is fine. I felt a little shame. Who wants to be seeing their mother while all these other kids are roaming the premises without their mother? So I entered the classroom, and immediately any expectations I had of impressing this world or this school for now were immediately thrown out the gutter. I'm not going to sound like a spoiled, polished bastard in some time, but think of it from my perspective. Okay, I grew up in Kuwait. Okay, until I came to a Goan school, I didn't know that certain necessities were considered luxuries in Kuwait. I entered the classroom and there's like a board filled with rubbish, the kids writing with chalks from the floor they picked up and just drawing random stuff. Fine, that's normal, that's kiddish behavior. As I looked at the class, I see like the windows all open. It looked like one of those old 1960s bars where they drink and then there's a gunfight happening outside. There's holes in all the desks, there were fights, kids fighting in the background. I don't know, okay. And I came from a very disciplined school. Imagine this, okay. Every day, imagine you are eating biryani. Okay. Every day it's nice biryani. You're used to eating biryani. Then suddenly one day you decide you want to shift somewhere else, and then you're getting rice. Like rice is necessary and you're thankful that you're getting rice, but it's never going to satisfy you like biryani can satisfy you. Biryani is biryani. Rice is rice, This is a very weird example, but I hope you'll understand where I'm coming from. Okay? I am not a spoiled brat. I am a nice guy. So the next thing to do was get my mom out of class, because as cute and I know as nice as she looked and she felt being my creepy guardian angel behind me, I wanted her out of the ASAP so that I could just move on with my life. So I remember I took her out of the class and I took her to the entrance, where basically the exit, and this is how I met my first best friend. She is this random guy who is slightly more chubby than me, not slightly more. And she's like, are you from his class? And he says yes. And he had a high pitched voice. He was like, Will I get cancelled for mimicking his high pitched voice? I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna say his name because obviously I don't think I'm allowed to. It's not my place to give his name. All I will tell her is that his name started with B and ended with Andon. Okay, that's all I can tell her. So, and he spoke a lot with his hands as well. So he told my mother that he was from the same class, and my mom literally asked him, "Can you please be my son's friend?" You know how I came from Kuwait. Okay, I ran away from that life to start a new life, and this is the first day of my new life, and it's going in absolute shambles. So she asked him, and he said, "Yeah, don't worry, I'll take care of him, whatnot." Okay, and I knew he was going to be my best friend. It was the same day. He was a bit of a rich kid, so he took me to the canteen and he treated me well on the first day, and like every other week after that. Okay, and that's the first day. He treated me with a lot of food from the canteen, and I knew, okay, this guy is my best friend. I know I'm not sounding like a gold digger now, but now before the canteen scene, I entered the class. I said, sitting with him only, so-called best friend. The teacher enters, and I think her name was Gardenia. Now I am 100% convinced. Okay, like everyone is comfortable. They didn't ask anybody like their names and introduction, nothing. I am 100% sure there is a meeting once a year or once every few months called "Break the Kid's Self-Esteem to where he can't heal himself anymore" meeting. Because this teacher literally enters and opens the register to take the attendance. And she looks through the class and she's like, "Is there a Clayton Rodriguez? We have a new student from Kuwait. Would you like to introduce yourself?" Okay, anyways, I had a lot of confidence, so I stood up, and I was like, this class better know who I am. Okay, I came from Kuwait, new life. If I started with confidence, everyone will take me seriously. So I walk in front of the class, I look at the class. I'm only looking at the back so that I don't have to look at what's happening. I'm looking exactly at the back. So I look at the class and I'm like, my name is so and so. I came from Kuwait, and I know my last line was, "I have studied in Kamal School, Kuwait." Okay, now until this point, I had a lot of pride about my school in Kuwait. Okay, obviously I got bullied and to the point where I left the school, and that's a different story. But I had a lot of pride after seeing the first impressions of the classroom in Goa. That all got thrown down the gutter when the whole class burst into laughing when I said Kamal School. And immediately, self-esteem zero, confidence zero. I just walked with my head down to my best friend and I sat, and he was like, "You really studied in Kamal School?" And even the teacher giggled, so that's what made it worse. I didn't know it was a big thing, so I asked him, "What's funny?" Okay, and now I sound like this, but at the time I think I was before puberty, so I must have most probably said, "What is so funny?" And he told me in his high-pitched voice that Kamal School is a school only for girls. I don't know how the entire class was like, "Yeah, he's come from another place. He studied in a girls' school." And for the first day, all on the first day by the way, my name was called Kamal School. Not a great way to start this school. And if you think this is where, my humiliation ends, no. It just gets worse from here. So after the canteen, what's after the canteen? Now, my best friend was slightly on the chubby side, and I was happy to be friends with him because I knew that, even I was chubby. I looked like this. So for someone else to be a little more chubby here than me roaming with him, I felt a little bit more confident. Like I anyways had low self-esteem, but then roaming with someone who's slightly more. Let's just directly go to the next topic. After the interval, I spoke to a bunch of the classmates and all, and for the love of God, I can't remember it, but there was this one pastor. Okay? I don't remember which pastor this was, but he told me that anytime you greet a teacher, it is respectable, and they all knew I didn't speak Konkani. Like, I think I started learning Konkani only once I also reached to the 10th standard. This was me in the 7th, okay? I didn't know any Konkani. This guy, I don't know who it was, someone told me that whenever someone says something to you, you have to say Chidecha. It's very polite way of greeting them. Me being the yes man and trying to impress everyone in this new life of mine, decided yes. I believe you with every cell in my goddamn body. And just after the break, I didn't know that the second bell or something had been rung, so I was just outside my class. and the PE teacher caught me. So he came to me and he said something. Now, I don't know which sir it was. I'm pretty sure it was Minin sir or Prabhajit sir something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Minin sir because I remember he fired me. And Minin sir was the typical sir, the typical PE sir that you could see tension between them. Like the girl would go to the sir and be like, "Sir, I need a little more march, don't you think, sir?" So he caught me, he asked me something, why you outside the class or something, and politely, I responded in saying, "Chadecha." He didn't listen to anything I had to say after that. He just caught me, took me to the principal's office, and keep in mind the principal's office is like right next to my classroom. So I didn't have time to prepare myself mentally that, oh shit, I'm going to the headmaster. So I went in there and the headmaster was like, "You said what?" And I was like, "Sir, somebody told me to say it," and he fired me. He was like, someone tells you to jump out of a well, will you jump? Okay, just because someone told you going to say it. And then my best friend knew I was not in class, so he came searching for me. He came to the principal's office and he was like, so he doesn't know company. Someone told him that they told me to give up the name of the guy that put me in trouble. I didn't want to be a snitch on the first day. So this was only basically the first day of my embarrassing life in an Indian school. But I have a little bit more stories which I feel you guys could learn. This has a very all-rounded ending, this video. So a few weeks later, after my best friend, I met 3 more guys and 1 girl who were my closest friends at the time. We were just a gang that used to roam together. This gang, for some reason, like every other gang, decided that we could play this game. You know, that it's not like life in school is already very hard as it is. We'll make it tougher by playing games like Truth and Dare. So we used to play Truth and Dare almost every day. So I had 3 friends. One who looked like what's the chubby fellow from Alvin and Chipmunks? Theodore? The chubby one. He looked like him, exactly like him, like short in this. Okay, and I don't remember his name, but I remember his surname. His surname was Albuquerque. I think he's Wilton. I don't remember. Wilton, if you're watching this, fuck you.
Control, Uday, control.
So the 3 of us, a friend 1, friend 2, best friend, the girl best friend, and Gola. We used to play Truth and Dare, and they'd always ask me, you know, that out of all the girls, who do you have a crush on? And me being me, used to say no one, because I came from Kuwait. Okay, like again, I'm gonna come off as a douche, but I saw very cute girls. Okay, so my bar has been there. It's like I've tried Jack Daniel's whiskey, and now I've come all the way down to NTK whiskey. You know, they're like on 2 levels. You can't just be like, yeah, I like NTK. So anyway, like, if you keep saying no one, and then as the days kept going on, there was 1 girl in the class. Okay, 1 girl. Which moves on to my next tip in your takeaway from this video. Trust no one. Trust no one. We were playing Truth or Dare. My girl best friend, when we were playing Truth or Dare, she looked at me and she was like, "Clayton, be honest, who do you like in class?" And I don't know why. For the love of God, I don't know why. I answered, okay, I was like, so and so. So if this is where we're sitting, like we have a circle here on a bench, the girl I like is like right behind me, okay? So she can't hear this, but obviously it's childhood, you know, friends are supposed to make sure that your childhood has trauma in it. You know, no one wants a smooth childhood. It's for weak people. So I remember I told the girl her name, and my girl best friend was very close to that girl. And I still told her like a dumbass. And the next few days were immense hell, especially because of LBK. Because every time we play Truth or Dare, he'd just give me dares revolving around her. Go give her the pen, go ask for her pen, talk to her, tell her I love you. And I used to do all this and then be like, you know, it's just a dare. But after a certain point, I think she also picked up hints. And how long am I going to say I'm just doing it for a dare? So long story short, she rejected me. This is the first year of school. She rejected me. And she didn't talk to me for 3 years, okay? 3 years. And she only spoke to me, I think after 3 years when on chocolate or something, I gave her like a big ass Cadbury, which tells levels about her character. Okay, she only spoke to me because I gifted her chocolate. I should have done that when she rejected me. I should have asked her which chocolate. Maybe that was why she rejected me. So anyways, we're not going to talk about, you know, the first girl I actually liked and somehow confessed my feelings about, rejected me for 3 years, didn't talk to me. And that led to me having deep roots of insecurities of how to approach and tell women about my feelings. We're not going to talk about that. Now, during the first year, my confidence kept going down and down because my friends and all were nice, but I was still a very introverted person. And one day, I remember like after a few months, my dad or someone from the family sent me a bag from Puerto. And this bag had this nice anime-like design on like the back of it. And this is before the girl knew about she couldn't handle the truth and dare and she rejected me. I put on the bag and it felt like a new piece of clothing, like wow, this is amazing, I look great. Put on the bag, I'm like, now everyone is going to talk to me. This is going to be a conversation starter. Clayton is going to be hip in college, in school. I only go on the first day and why you guys will come to know. So I got onto the bus. Now the bus has two sections, cabin section with the bus and the conductor set, and the rest with the student set. I was always the last guy to get on the bus because my stop was the closest to the school. So I got on the bus. Now normally introvert me would sit down and not show anyone my bag or my bag and skip right. That day, this is maybe another tip. Don't have confidence in stupidity. Ask your elder brother or your elder, someone who's grown out of childhood, and ask them what you should be confident. Like if you have even a bit of confidence, ask them first if what you're doing looks stupid. And if they say you're doing something stupid and you're going to insult yourself, just listen to them. I didn't have a big brother. I was basically the big brother for myself. So I went on the bus, the bag, like full confidence. Okay, I went into the bus. I caught onto the section between the cabin and the bus. Grabbed the rails and I'm looking in front. This is where the story gets really fucked up. Because the girl I had a crush on, this was before she rejected me, right? So we were still in kind of like talking terms. She was basically in the same bus because her house and my house were quite close. So I knew she saw the bag, and in my head, I swear, I was like, she's gonna fall. She's gonna like me now, even more. And the bus used to play all these old Imran Hashmi songs, like these Hindi old love songs. And every day I sat on the bus. Girl, if you're watching this, none of this is true. Okay? I'm just making it up. None of this happened. But every time I heard the song, I used to look at her and think about, basically daydream about how we have a life together. It's like a puppy love thing, Look at me talking like an idiot. Never spoke to the girl, but imagine my entire life with her on that bus every morning when I was coming back from the bus. So I went to school. I entered school full of confidence, and she approached me and she said, "Clayton, nice bag." I think she touched me. I don't remember. I think she touched and she giggled. Everything stopped for me. The dupatta was flying away, some far away, rain was falling. I think maybe it was all in my head. Keep in mind, this all confidence is from a Humpty Dumpty looking fellow, okay? If I was in this school, okay, I know this is going to sound mean, but if I was in this school, I would have bullied the fuck out of this guy. That's how bullyable I am. So the girl I liked approached me and she said, "Clear, nice bag." I think she touched me.
रहा नहीं जाता तड़प ही ऐसी है ना नहीं सुके
I'm flying, okay. Clayton has left Earth basically. This is where it goes downhill because after some time my partner came. So this is like after a few months when the teachers already gave us like designated places to sit and a designated partner. So she put me in the corner seat. I think until my partner came, I was fully showing off my bag. So I kept my bag there, like see the anime side of it. Fuck all of you. All you peasants have nothing to do with me and my anime bag. Partner comes in, think to Mukesh. I don't remember. He sits near me and he's like, "Dude, why are you wearing a kiddish bag? Everyone in class is talking about it and giggling about it."
खत्म
Every inch of self-confidence I built up and showed that bag off. Gone. Okay, gone. So after that I kept my bag. Since I was in the corner, I removed my bag, put the anime towards the wall, kept it down, never wore that bag again. Even I think after school, I just caught the bag like this instead of putting it on my back. I caught it like this and I went back home and mom was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't like the bag. It's even my old rotten bag or whatever." Never wore that bag again. Every time I saw it, I think my haunted memories came back. And it was because it had such an impact on me, mainly because the girl I liked came to me and said, "Jada, nice bag." I don't know if she actually liked it or she thought like, damn, he's kind of a cool guy, he doesn't give a shit about what people think. Or she was just like, look at this dumbass, look at this duffer wearing a kiddish bag. So what have we learned today? We have learned 3 things, okay? Number 1, no parents in school. That never works. Number 2, trust no one, okay? No one. Don't trust anyone. Unless you know anybody for more than a few months, don't trust anyone. And number 3, even though I had a lot of embarrassing things in my life, like a lot of embarrassing moments, which are like burnt into my memory, I can't forget them. Somehow they always end up making you a better person in the long run. I like to think I've become a better person. Because now I give chocolates to girls when I propose them. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.